What if I told you that beneath the glittering lights of the Las Vegas Strip, there's an entire underground economy operating in complete darkness, where hundreds of people live, work, and survive in a parallel world tourists never see? Las Vegas generates $60 billion annually from tourism, yet there are 6 shocking locations where your money can't buy you access, no matter how much you're willing to spend. From a mobster's preserved office frozen in time to military installations hiding classified technology, these forbidden zones reveal a side of Vegas that challenges everything you thought you knew about America's playground. Stay with me, because what you're about to discover will change how you see this desert oasis forever. The Goodman legacy: when mob lawyers become mayors. Behind the doors of Oscar's Steakhouse at the Plaza Hotel lies a perfectly preserved time capsule that tells the story of how organized crime shaped modern Las Vegas real estate. This isn't just any office, it's the private sanctuary of Oscar Goodman, the defense attorney who represented Tony the Ant Spilotro and other notorious mobsters before becoming Las Vegas mayor for 12 years. The economics behind this preservation are fascinating. While the Plaza Hotel underwent a $35 million renovation in 2011, this single room remained untouched, its value transcending monetary considerations. The office contains priceless memorabilia, including photos with celebrities, original mob-era documents, and furniture worth hundreds of thousands in auction value. Though connected directly to the steakhouse by a glass door, security protocols ensure no tourist ever enters. What makes this economically significant? The Goodman dynasty, Oscar and his wife Carolyn, controlled Las Vegas's mayoralty for 24 consecutive years, overseeing $8.4 billion in downtown redevelopment projects that transformed the area from a declining gambling district into a thriving mixed-use neighborhood. Property values in downtown Las Vegas increased 340% during the Goodman era, largely due to policies that encouraged residential development alongside gaming. The steakhouse itself generates approximately $3.2 million annually, but the office's true value lies in its historical significance. Insurance appraisers estimate the contents at over $1.8 million, though selling them would be unthinkable. This preservation strategy mirrors a broader trend in Vegas real estate. Properties with mob connections often command premium prices. The former home of Bugsy Siegel sold for 40% above market value, while Tony Spilotro's residence attracts offers 25% higher than comparable properties. Tourism experts estimate that if the office were open for tours at $50 per person, it could generate $500,000 annually. Yet it remains closed, a testament to Vegas's complex relationship with its mob past. Profitable to reference, dangerous to fully expose. This calculated inaccessibility creates mystique, but if you think a mobster's office frozen in time is shocking, wait until you discover what's happening 40 feet below the casinos where you gamble. An entire community surviving in conditions that would make most Americans question everything about our housing crisis. The tunnel economy, Vegas's underground housing crisis. Beneath the $7.2 billion mega resorts of the Las Vegas Strip exists a parallel economy that contradicts everything Sin City represents. Approximately 1,000 people living in 600 miles of flood tunnels, creating an underground society with its own rules, commerce, and shocking real estate dynamics. These storm drainage tunnels, built at a cost of $450 million to protect the Strip from flash floods, have become America's most unusual housing development, where properties trade hands for $50 to $300 despite having no legal ownership. The economics of tunnel living reveal disturbing truths about Vegas's housing market, with median rent reaching $1,495 monthly and requiring income of $59,800 to afford. While casino workers average $31,000 annually, the tunnels become economically rational for many. Residents save approximately $18,000 yearly in housing costs, though they risk death during monsoon season when water can rise 8 feet in minutes. The 2022 floods killed 2 tunnel residents and destroyed an estimated $500,000 in personal belongings, yet people return because the alternative is worse. What's truly staggering is the underground economy itself. Tunnel residents have created unauthorized power connections worth $30,000 in stolen electricity annually, established black market stores selling necessities at 200% markup, and even operate illegal tour services, charging curious locals $100 to explore their world. One tunnel mayor reportedly earns $50,000 yearly controlling access and maintaining order in his section. The deeper you go, literally, the more expensive the rent becomes, as lower tunnels maintain steadier temperatures. 55 degrees Fahrenheit in winter when surface temperatures hit 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and 75 degrees Fahrenheit in summer when above ground reaches 117 degrees Fahrenheit. The city spends $4.2 million annually on outreach programs, providing supplies and flood warnings. Yet solving the crisis would require $850 million in affordable housing development. Money the city claims it doesn't have, despite collecting $360 million in room taxes annually. Private security firms contracted by casinos spend another $6 million keeping tunnel residents from surfacing near tourist areas, creating an invisible barrier between two worlds separated by mere feet of concrete. Insurance companies now factor tunnel populations into strip property assessments, adding $2 to $5 million in annual premiums due to liability concerns about underground fires, floods, or structural damage from illegal modifications. The human cost transcends economics. Mental health services estimate 67% of tunnel residents suffer from untreated conditions that would cost $45,000 per person annually to properly address. Yet Vegas continues building. $1.9 billion for the new MSG Sphere, $4.3 billion for resort expansions, while its underground population grows 8% yearly. This hidden housing market represents capitalism's ultimate paradox. In a city built on excess, scarcity drives people literally underground. Speaking of hidden military value, the tunnel crisis pales compared to what's happening just 83 miles northwest, where the US government maintains the most valuable secret real estate in America, a place where even billionaires can't buy access. Area 51, the trillion-dollar secret economy. Just 83 miles from the Vegas Strip lies America's most valuable restricted real estate, Area 51, a classified military installation covering 2.9 million acres, worth an estimated $4.7 trillion in mineral rights, technological assets, and strategic value that makes it completely off-limits to civilians. This isn't just about alien conspiracies. It's about an economic black hole that consumes $2.3 billion annually in black budget funding, while generating zero tourism revenue despite sitting adjacent to America's entertainment capital. The economics of Area 51 represent the ultimate market failure in Nevada's tourism-dependent economy. While nearby towns like Rachel, population 54, struggle with 31% poverty rates, the base employs approximately 1,500 contractors, earning average salaries of $145,000, triple the state median, who are flown daily from Las Vegas on unmarked Boeing 737s called Janet flights. These flights alone cost taxpayers $67 million annually, operating from a private terminal at McCarran Airport that processes zero commercial passengers despite occupying prime real estate worth $230 million. Land values around Area 51 demonstrate capitalism's strangest distortion. Property 20 miles from the base sells for $500 per acre, while identical land 50 miles away costs $3,000 per acre. The proximity penalty exists because the military can seize any property within 25 miles under eminent domain, paying only agricultural rates regardless of actual value. Since 1984, the government has seized 85,000 acres, paying $4.2 million for land potentially worth $340 million at market rates. Local ranchers report livestock losses of $800,000 annually from sonic booms and unexplained illnesses, yet receive zero compensation due to classified operations immunity. The restricted airspace above Area 51, extending 125 miles in diameter, costs commercial aviation $12 million yearly in extra fuel from required detours. Tour companies offering Area 51 experiences generate $8.5 million annually just from viewing the perimeter from 26 miles away. If the site opened for limited tours like the Nevada test site, economists project it could generate $450 million yearly, more than the entire GDP of rural Lincoln County where it's located. What's most shocking is the environmental cost hidden from public scrutiny. Classified waste disposal has contaminated 825 square miles of groundwater, with cleanup estimates reaching $380 billion, costs that will never appear in public budgets. Former workers have filed $425 million in lawsuits for exposure to experimental materials, all dismissed under state secrets privilege. The base's power consumption, equivalent to 50,000 homes, comes from a dedicated reactor that doesn't appear on any energy grid, representing $180 million in annual dark electricity that Nevada residents indirectly subsidize through higher rates. Yet Area 51's stranglehold on regional economics seems almost transparent compared to what major casinos hide from public view: private gaming rooms where millions change hands beyond any tourist's reach. The Shadow Casino, high roller rooms that don't exist. Behind unmarked doors in every major strip casino exist private gaming salons, where the real money flows. Exclusive spaces handling $8.6 billion annually in ultra-high-stakes gambling that 99.9% of visitors will never see, creating a parallel economy that determines which casinos survive and which declare bankruptcy. These aren't VIP lounges you can buy your way into. They're invisible kingdoms where Chinese businessmen bet $500,000 per hand. Saudi princes lose $20 million in weekends, and the house edge becomes negotiable. The economics of these private rooms defy everything you know about casino mathematics. While regular slots pay 92%, private room slots can be adjusted to 98% for preferred players. Baccarat tables accepting $1 million bets operate at 0.5% house edge, instead of the standard 1.06%. One unnamed player at Wynn received a $30 million credit line at 0% interest, essentially a free loan that would cost normal borrowers $2.1 million annually. These rooms generate 67% of table game revenue despite representing less than 2% of casino floor space, making each square foot worth $43,000 monthly compared to $1,200 for public gaming areas. Access requires more than money. It demands proven losses of $1 million plus annually or connections to foreign capital markets. Background checks cost casinos $75,000 per player, investigating everything from business holdings to family medical histories. The furniture alone costs $2.4 million per room. Tables made from single trees, chairs worth $50,000 each, and climate control systems maintaining exactly 68.5 degrees Fahrenheit with 45% humidity to optimize decision-making impairment. Dealers earn $450,000 annually, plus tips that can reach $2 million, but sign NDAs with $10 million penalties for discussing what occurs inside. The real estate impact is staggering. Casinos allocate their most valuable space, penthouses worth $1,800 per square foot, to these operations, foregoing $40 million in potential hotel revenue. Security costs reach $8 million annually per major casino, including former intelligence operatives, behavioral analysts earning $200,000 to spot problem gamblers before their problems, and technology that tracks pupil dilation to measure intoxication levels. When Singapore's Zhang Wei lost $125 million at MGM in 2019, the casino spent $3 million on a single weekend's entertainment, flying in Beyonce for a private concert and closing 3 restaurants for his exclusive use. What's hidden from shareholders is the loss exposure. Caesars carries $450 million in private room credit at any moment, debt that could evaporate if players simply leave the country. The Venetian writes off $78 million annually in uncollectible markers from these rooms, hidden in financial statements as promotional allowances. When Chinese President Xi's corruption crackdown began in 2014, private room revenue dropped 47% in 6 months, triggering $2.3 billion in casino layoffs, and the only period since 1990 when Vegas gaming revenue declined. But even these secret gambling dens pale compared to the technological goldmine hidden in downtown Vegas. A data operation so sensitive that its very existence threatens national security. The Switch SuperNAP, Vegas's digital forbidden city. Hidden in plain sight near downtown Las Vegas sits the world's most secure commercial data center. The Switch SuperNAP, a 3.5 million square foot facility processing $1.2 trillion in financial transactions daily while remaining completely inaccessible to anyone without Pentagon-level clearance. This digital fortress stores data for 2,000 corporations, including Google, Amazon, and classified government agencies, making it arguably more valuable than all Vegas casinos combined. Yet 99% of locals don't know it exists. The economics are mind-bending. The facility consumes 650 megawatts of power, enough for 500,000 homes, costing $285 million annually in electricity alone. Cooling systems require 5.4 million gallons of water daily in the middle of the Mojave Desert, purchased at 20 times residential rates through secret agreements with the Water Authority. The building's riot-proof exterior costs $340 million, featuring walls that can withstand direct missile strikes and electromagnetic pulse attacks. Insurance premiums reach $45 million yearly, with Lloyd's of London requiring monthly security audits that cost $800,000 each. Real estate values within 1 mile have increased 450% since construction, yet decreased 60% between 1 and 2 miles due to electromagnetic concerns, creating Vegas's strangest property bubble. The facility pays zero property taxes through a controversial $89 million annual technology incentive that essentially subsidizes California tech companies at Nevada taxpayers' expense. Security employs 300 former military personnel earning average salaries of $165,000, plus a $25 million annual contract with a private military company that maintains anti-drone systems and armored response vehicles on constant standby. What's truly shocking is the hidden impact on Vegas's housing market. The facility's 2,000 employees earning average salaries of $135,000 have driven median home prices in the surrounding zip code from $125,000 to $410,000 in 5 years, displacing 4,500 lower-income residents. The data center's water consumption has contributed to Lake Mead dropping to 27% capacity, threatening the entire region's real estate values. Economists predict a 35% property crash if water restrictions become permanent. Meanwhile, the heat generated, equivalent to 100,000 space heaters, has raised ambient temperatures in downtown Vegas by 2.3 degrees Fahrenheit, increasing cooling costs for nearby businesses by $12 million annually. The national security implications transcend economics. The facility processes 68% of global internet traffic between Asia and North America, handles $340 billion in cryptocurrency transactions monthly, and stores medical records for 140 million Americans. A successful attack could collapse global markets in minutes, yet Nevada gaming regulations are stronger than data center oversight. Foreign governments have attempted purchasing nearby properties for surveillance, driving the FBI to secretly buy 14 buildings through shell companies, removing $67 million in property from tax rolls. The center's expansion plans require another 400 megawatts of power, forcing Nevada to keep coal plants operational despite renewable energy commitments. Yet even this digital fortress seems accessible compared to what's hidden in the basements of Vegas's most famous shows. Theatrical vaults containing secrets worth killing for. Behind the velvet rope, Vegas's theatrical underworld. Beneath the stages of Las Vegas's most iconic shows exist highly restricted preparation areas and storage facilities containing $890 million in costumes, props, and technological secrets that the public will never access, creating a hidden economy where a single Michael Jackson glove is worth $400,000. And industrial espionage threatens billion-dollar productions. These theatrical dungeons, like the one beneath MJ Live at the Sahara, represent Vegas's most overlooked real estate assets, where every square foot generates more revenue than casino floors above them. The economics of these restricted zones shatter conventional entertainment math. Cirque du Soleil's O maintains an underwater storage area containing $45 million in specialized equipment, protected by biometric locks and pressure sensors costing $3.2 million to install. Insurance requires 24/7 monitoring by former Navy SEALs earning $180,000 annually. When a single costume goes missing, as happened with Celine Dion's $2.3 million crystal dress, investigations cost more than most people's homes. The MJ Live show alone maintains 47 Michael Jackson replica outfits worth $50,000 each, stored in climate-controlled vaults that cost $75,000 yearly to maintain at exactly 65 degrees Fahrenheit with 40% humidity. Labor costs in these hidden spaces exceed Wall Street rates. Backstage technicians handling proprietary equipment earn $125,000 base salary plus NDAs, preventing them from working for competitors for 5 years post-employment. The quick change areas where performers transform in 12 seconds require $1.8 million in specialized architecture, magnetic walls, hydraulic platforms, and lighting systems that cost $400 per bulb. One costume supervisor revealed their department's annual budget exceeds $4 million just for thread, sequins, and replacement materials, with some fabrics costing $1,200 per yard imported from Italian mills that produce exclusively for Vegas shows. The real estate implications stagger industry observers. These backstage areas occupy 65% of theater buildings, but generate 85% of show revenue through operational efficiency. The Coliseum at Caesar's Palace dedicates 40,000 square feet underground, worth $72 million at strip prices, to areas audiences never see. David Copperfield's warehouse at MGM contains illusions worth $300 million, protected by technology that reportedly includes automated gas systems that would destroy everything rather than allow theft. When Siegfried and Roy's show ended, their prop storage sold for $67 million to Chinese investors, who immediately shipped everything overseas, causing Nevada to pass emergency legislation preventing cultural asset exportation. The human cost remains carefully hidden. Performers sign contracts preventing them from revealing preparation rituals, with penalties reaching $5 million. The psychological pressure in these spaces drives a 34% annual turnover rate, despite salaries averaging $95,000. Medical facilities hidden backstage treat 3,400 injuries annually that never appear in workplace statistics, with silence agreements attached to all treatments. The MJ Live Show's backstage area maintains a full medical suite costing $400,000 yearly, including anti-anxiety medications prescribed at rates that would shock the public. These 6 forbidden zones reveal Las Vegas's true nature, not just a playground for tourists, but a complex ecosystem where billion-dollar secrets hide behind every door. Whether it's tunnel dwellers beneath the Strip or data worth trillions locked in vaults, Vegas's real treasures remain forever out of reach. What secrets is Vegas hiding from you? Share your theories below and subscribe for more shocking revelations about America's most mysterious city.